And hello, welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things etiquette. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. And also remember, the things on this page are geared towards females, but men are always welcome to listen, as you may hear something that you want to share with your daughter or your niece or cousin or a female friend. In the last video, we got lotioned. We cleaned our skin and we moisturized our skin properly. Today we're going to talk about fragrances. We're going to talk about how to identify fragrances. What fragrances you should wear during the spring and summer, the fall and winter, and after 5. We're also going to start talking about foundation. And you're probably wondering, well, what is a foundation? Well, why are we talking about houses? Ah, keep that in mind, a foundation. And we're also going to talk about accessories. So we're now getting to the point where we are completing the canvas. We started off learning how to wash, how to clean the canvas properly. We moisturized from the face down. Now we're going to learn about these fragrances. It has been brought to my attention that some people may not have a clear understanding that there are certain fragrances that you should wear during the spring and summer, and then fall and winter. And then you also have scents that are more appropriate, that's our key word here, appropriate for after 5. So let's talk about it. Think about a fragrance in the sense of notes. You have top notes, you have a heart note, and a base note. Okay? A top note is those light notes. Sometimes they are somewhat volatile. Those scents that would be like a fruity, citrusy, floral scent. Something you would wear during the spring, summertime. That is a top note. Then you have a heart note. The heart note is the middle. That's like jasmine, vanilla, something like that. It's a little more, a slightly heavier, but not as light and volatile as a top note. And then you have a base note. A base note is really, is just what it sounds like. It's heavy and it's deep. That would be sandalwood, oud, something smoky, leather, spicy, smooth smell. Now, you can have all of those notes in one fragrance. Some fragrances have really strong top and heart notes and very low base notes. Some are very heavy with base notes and heart notes, which is the middle, and not many top notes. So your top notes and your middle notes are the scents that will dissipate the quickest. The top notes will dissipate the fastest, then the middle note, and then the base note is the fragrance. It is the foundation of that particular fragrance. And it will stay on your skin the longest. The top note is going to fade the fastest. Then you have the heart note or the middle note, and it will stay on just a little longer, but it's going to dissipate quickly. And then you have that base note. So let's talk about those behind me, okay? Let's turn around and look at them. So here, I have this particular scent. Now this scent has a deep, spicy scent. It is deep, spicy, and oud. I love it. Now, sometimes I will lighten the scent of the fragrance with this pink one because this pink one has a lot of heart or middle notes. And so it can lighten the scent, the heaviness of this particular one here. Now, this one, it has deep notes, not much oud, but it has some deep, spicy notes, but it also has heavier middle or heart notes. I don't typically lift this one, but I will lift this one with the pink one. And you may know what that pink one is. And if you do, you know what it smells like. It smells wonderful. Sometimes I will blend this one and this one. When you're blending your fragrances, you have to understand the notes that's in one particular scent. And what you can do is take you a card and spray it. The two you want to blend, spray them together and see how they blend. Some blend well, some don't. And remember, once you apply a fragrance to your skin, it is going to blend with your body chemistry. Okay? Now, this one, this is it's a mature scent. It's not like an old church lady scent, but it is a mature scent. I wouldn't blend it with anything. I would wear this one maybe to the store, to the gas station, but I do love it. It smells mature. This one with the little red top, I think it stands alone. It doesn't need to be blended with anything. Same as this one with the brown top. This has a cherry note. It stands alone. I don't think you need to blend it with anything either. This right here is just a body spray. Body sprays I typically do at night before bed. I don't think you need to blend that with anything. After you have bathed at night and you moisturize, if you want to apply a body spray on your body, that's perfectly fine. You don't necessarily have to put those in pulse points. You can spray that all over your body. And when you get into the bed, it's going to get onto your sheets and it will linger on your sheets and smell divine. Okay? So remember, you don't have to use just one fragrance. You can blend fragrances provided you have tested the fragrances before you put them on. And keeping in mind that the fragrances scents will change once they blend with your body chemistry. Blending fragrances prevents you from having to say, oh, well, I'm wearing just this one particular scent. When someone asks you, what are you wearing? If you've blended it, you don't have to tell them what it is. You tell them it's a combination of 2 or 3 different scents. And you're still telling them the truth. Okay? So fragrances don't have to be that complicated. You have some that are more spring, summertime. I remember when I was in college, we would buy these body sprays, and I can't remember what store from the mall it came from, but they were like pear and watermelon and apple flavor. And we walked around the campus smelling like a fruit basket. And I think that is great for younger people. As we age, we get older, we like more mature scents. However, it is common to wear a lighter scent during the summer and spring and a heavier scent during the fall and winter. And after 5 events, typically, regardless whether it's spring, summer, fall, or winter, after 5 events, usually you would wear a heavier scent. Think about your makeup. When you're doing an after 5 event, your makeup colors usually are heavier, maybe a little darker than a day party that you would go to at 12 noon. 12 noon, you're going to wear something light, a top note, a heart note. But if you're going to a jazz concert, if you're going to dinner at 8 o'clock, your makeup is going to be probably a little darker, your lip color a little darker, and your scent may be a little more toned, a little deeper, you see. So just as you would change the hues of your makeup, you should change your fragrances depending on the seasons and the time of the event. Okay? Now, we're also going to start talking about foundations. And what are foundations? Foundations are simply your undergarments. Because remember, we are finishing the canvas. So before you put your clothing on, you have to put on the proper foundation. And we need to talk about this because there are so many different types of a particular foundation. You have several different types of bras, certain types of panties, and we need to talk about it. Because in order for your outer garment to fit properly, you have to start with the proper foundation. If your bra does not fit right, your top may not fit right. If you don't have on the right panties, you may see panty lines in your pants or your shorts. So we're going to start to talk about that. In addition to accessories, we're going to talk about accessories that are appropriate for work, school, a meeting, church, and then after 5. So in these next few videos, we're going to be talking about undergarments and we're going to be talking about accessories. In addition, accessories also includes handbags or purses. It also includes shoes. What shoes you should wear with what type of garments. All shoes don't go with everything. Just like all handbags and all purses don't go with everything. You see, this canvas it is a very delicate canvas, and you have to put it together correctly. You have to have the proper fragrance. You have to have the proper outerwear, the proper underwear, the proper shoes, the proper handbag or purse. So, this is just to let you know the next several videos are going to be undergarments and accessories. And when we finish with that, then our canvas is ready and we'll move on to the next topic. So with that, remember your fragrances. You can pair fragrances, base notes can be lifted with heart notes or middle notes. Some fragrances don't need to be lifted at all. They come perfect. But if you want to try and experiment by combining them with another scent, do it. Do it on a little card, like a index card. Cut it in sections and experiment before you put it on your skin so you don't have to wash it off. But just know that some fragrances don't need assistance, but you can most definitely experiment with it on your own. This is my collection. I love it. I love it. And so hopefully you will start to experiment with your fragrances as well. and wear your fragrances, even if it's just to the store, even if it's around the house, because you always want to do what? We talked about it in the first video. A lady should always what? Look good and smell good at all times. So with that said, if you have a special fragrance that you like, or you have fragrances that you like to combine to make your own signature scent, and you want to share it with us, put it in the comments. I would love to hear about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. And until we meet again, thank you for watching All Things Etiquette.